this league. If you didn't see it last time, this is the start of a new season, this new league, in the same league. And I lost my opening game to Wisconsin, which dropped me from 5 to 11. So, unfortunately, my next opponent is FCS East, and they're just going to have to catch it. We live, y'all.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
In appropriate college fashion, I have to slam up the score. I lost. Therefore, they die.
Take a quick look at the impact players for today's game. What players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your play?
We're going early and hard.
Each and every week, we came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons.
Also, I expect my players to catch football. They're better than them, stronger than them, they're faster than them.
And lead the team, but every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just
and I'm running every play in my league.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again, just wears you out.
Catching the whole
and the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Unleashes one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Robinson. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. They're going to run it to the right. Slithers into space. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down
7 out of that.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the
lay off turbo.
Commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and get them a 1st down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Buys a little time. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Judicials offense will get the ball for the 1st time. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the run Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Right.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll power it inside with the fullback.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
A designed run for the quarterback. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. The give to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll keep it himself. Now the toss. Turning it on. Past the first down marker and still running. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And what execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, creating alleys so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense slowed on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen. When they get beat, you're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. we'll get another look at this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Offense a little back up here at Boyd. It helped to convert this third down. They'll run the option. Runs through the tackle. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the judicials getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. There's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Again.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Lost to fire on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now on the option. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The judicials will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for Dale. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations.
And now on the pitch, the ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Hits the accelerator to the right. And a lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you've got to be extra careful with your ball security.
Brought down, but not before he pulled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the...
And he's got it.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's so underrated. The relationship
That's my fault.
and
That
the wide
fumble
receiver,
earlier.
the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because the coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On to attempt the try.
You're not supposed to be in the end zone.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The return offense is back on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. On target to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Catch in the middle. It's Speedy. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me in second down.
The Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Judicials, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for room. It's O'Neal.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball. They'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Wants to go up top. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field.
Oh.
A terrible, terrible shame.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
What a bailout.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. On the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. On the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Judicials have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. They're hoping for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room.
Thanks, this guy too.
Right before halftime. Maybe time for
Alright, let's just not run into the
They are
kicker.
denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up the 3 spot before the break. Just drives it between the uprights. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance.
Saquon Smith.
And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be 1 drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Calls his own number. Breaks into the open. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The
The guy is taking off on it. Way too many rushing yards.
A low line drive and short kick. And the returner will be dragged down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision. precision execution in the passing game, and it led him to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Holstein. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Off play action. Got his man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give is to Smith. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Touchdown, Panthers! And the beatdown has ensued.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment and play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked
Again.
They've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and now we'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Defense wants to bring the heat. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB,
Rush and live with the result.
In my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Trying play action. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Judicials line up to punt it away. Wouldn't wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, and once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1. Lost week 1. They could have gotten out on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will open from the 15. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there for his second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footstep.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out in this offense as well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Judicials will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. That's caught. It's Robinson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Sends it back in motion. He's in open space downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on the design run.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stuffed in the backfield.
How about this defense, no mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Never out. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. On the move, it's made. Shakes off the defender.
Okay.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
On the option. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Judicials will line up to punt it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football.
There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yep, that's about right. Oh, yeah, sacked the one time I should have threw it away. Poor coaching. 2 touchdowns. Poor coaching. Wasn't expecting to ever throw it, but they threw it that one time. And really caught me off guard. Other than that,
losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You
good
have
game.
something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
alright, thanks for watching. Always remember, love is for suckers.